Okay, well, one machine delivered, ready to roll. Now I gotta back down this road and load up the 080 because Nova Scotia Power is doing some work down that way and there's not enough room to get by them to get swung around or anything like that. So back up I go. But yeah, here's the next job. Driveway, just like that. All right, well, that's gonna wrap up today. Tomorrow will be a whole new ball game here, but did pretty good for, you know, a couple hours of run time. Some big old rocks in here and some big stumps. So I got a big rock up top with a nice face on it. Probably end up doing putting a rock on each side at the entrance, what I'm gonna suggest anyway. And then this big behemoth here has a nice face on it too. This is actually the other piece of that rock. So I think it would look cool. Both faces up there, you know, they can put their house number on it and the name of the road, or, you know, their names, or, you know, whatever they want to do. It's their property. If they don't want it, then I'll move it. And then coming down here, there's a section that's not too bad. This section here was all the big rocks and stumps, so that one there is a bit soft. I've been picking through the smaller rocks and throwing the smaller rocks in the big holes, but down here is not too bad. Down here is pretty solid. It's just all small rocks and some small stumps. So hopefully the rest of the way looks like it sort of will be like this section. Smaller rocks, a little bit of grubbing, a little bit of straightening out, and that's pretty much it. And then in here I gotta clean this all up in here, haul all the brush and stuff out, and then create a parking area in here. And it's only going down as far as right there for now. More of a construction road than anything, but we'll make her happen. That's one thing I know, is you'll be able to drive in and out of here no problem when it's all said and done. Okay, so I am ready for some gravel. I've got the whole road down, grubbed off, and ready to bring in some surge. And we're getting a bunch of snow tomorrow, so I'm ready for gravel, not snow. So there she is, all grubbed off, all the way down. Nothing's really done in there yet, but I want the road done so like dump truck can sit in the road while I'm cleaning that stuff up and throwing it on the dump truck. So yeah, ideally I would have had a driver here, throwing stuff on him, going to dump at the pit, getting a load of gravel, and just keep going back and forth, and then I could have kept working the road as I go. But instead it's a one-man operation right now, but that's all right. It's still getting done. So I'm gonna go grab the tandem though, and I'm gonna get at least one load done today, plopped right here and spread out, and then I'll throw a load of this stuff on and get that out of here. And then I've got to head to do something else. I gotta go up and pick up that machine that I dropped off the other day before we get all this snow. All right, well, wrapping up this job for the day. Of course, the quarry doesn't have any surge, so it's gonna have to be a mixture of type 2 and some gabion, probably in a couple spots there. But once you get down below, the type 2 is fine because it's such a good hard bottom. But through here where a lot of these big rocks and stumps come out, I'm probably gonna put some gabion down and then put some type 2 on top. But yeah, we got a load of grubbins on the back. Go dump that, and then I'm off to Amherst with the Ram to pick up the 80. Well, here we are back here again. We'll have to see what this is like here right now. I've got a load of rock on right now because this section here was pretty soft. That's where I tore all these big rocks and stumps out, right in this section here. So I think rock is the best thing for this right now, and then down there it's not bad. Type 2 will work perfect for that, but I need to get back down here, dump this load of rock off, and start hauling some of this brush and stumps and whatnot out. But we haven't had any cold weather really at all. Last night was like -2, -3. That's the coldest that we've had for a while. And tomorrow we're getting 50 to 70 millimeters of rain. So I won't be doing anything tomorrow, but I'd love to get a bit of work done here today. So hopefully we'll get backed in, get that load dumped off, get a load on, and be able to pull out of here without too much trouble. Last thing I want to do is get the truck in here and get buried and get stuck, and then can't get around with the machine to get it out or anything like that. Anyway, the joys of it all this time of year. Well, that went really well. So I actually decided I'm gonna go get one more load of rock, and then I'll be able to get way back closer to where I gotta be to grab the grubbins and stuff. So I'm gonna get one more load of rock, and then all this is gonna need over top of it is a thin layer of type 2. Like I said before, I wanted to do this whole thing with surge, but they don't have any. So it's gonna be a mixture of stone, rock, gabion, and type 2. Type 2 will be the top coat for now. And like I said, once I get down, just down around this little small turn, this area here, I'll be able to just put type 2 down because it's nice and solid down there. But this section needs some rock. I'm not gonna do a half a job. And it's the guy I'm doing this work for, he actually watches the videos too. Not that that has any bearing on the type of work that I do, that's for sure. I would do this regardless. One, I don't want to bury my truck and my truck stuck. And this guy's gonna be hauling heavy equipment in here to do the rest of his work for his house. You know, the foundation work, concrete, delivery trucks, all that stuff. He needs a good solid road, and that's what I quoted him on, so that's what he's gonna get. always eventful this time of year. Yeah, anyway, this looked really good. I backed up to here, just off the rocks. That was my fault. That was my mistake. Just off the rock, and I ended up, you know, I was able to spread the gravel out. I said, oh, I'll spread the gravel out, and then by the time I do that, I'll track it over, back up the truck, crawl my way out, and I ended up way down there. Anyway, use the oldest trick in the book for getting stuck in a dump truck or any type of truck. You need weight. So this thing was empty. There was like 5 or 6 rocks down there laying. I pulled those out, put that in the back of the truck, and she literally crawled right out of there. So now I'm gonna pretty this back up again, but I don't know if the Type 2 is gonna do it for me right now. I might need to put a thin layer of the rock down first, and then put some Type 2 over top. If I had surge, it wouldn't be a problem at all, but we don't have it. The quarry does not have any right now, unfortunately. So this is what I'm stuck with. Anyway, we got her out. That's the main thing. It gets pretty steep going down right there, so yeah, I don't know. We'll get some grubbins hauled out of here, and we'll see what takes place here. I was hoping the Type 2 was gonna do it, but it might not. If it was dry, it absolutely would, but right now it certainly is not dry. All right, well, we're back here at this driveway job again. We've got so much rain yesterday, it was an absolute mess. But we're able to get in and out of here with the truck, so there you go. Good solid base. Obviously this is gonna be all dressed up when it's all said and done, but we're on quite a hill, that's for sure. I got stuck in here the other day, and I was able to put some weight in the box and crawl out. And then I got stuck again towards the end of the day, and I ended up just leaving it. And then me and Brady came yesterday, and he had the machine in front of the truck, and we just kind of yanked it out. So I got some help today. I'm not flying solo, especially if I happen to get hung up. We got a machine on site to give me a push or give me a pull, whatever. So I'm just a truck driver today. So I got John in the 95, grubbing everything off down here and loading her up. I think I got 3 or 4 loads out so far. Quarry's closed today, unfortunately, which I didn't know. So I'm not able to get any rock, because ideally I wanted to, I said before in the video, I think, I wanted to be able to pile everything up here and back the truck right up so that we can load the truck from the side instead of from the back, because with brush and everything it's so much easier that way. But quarry's closed on a Friday, so that's not happening. She's pretty wet here right now. We'll pluck out all the big rocks. We'll end up putting like a wall along here, because we're going to cut this down, drag some of the good fill down there, and put a row of rocks there too. There's lots of rocks, so there's no shortage of that. The last load I just hauled out of here was pretty heavy. The airbags had 70 pounds in them, so that's pretty heavy for hauling grubbins. That last load was pretty soggy. Yeah. All right, well, there's a couple sticks there poking out that John's gotta knock in with the excavator, and then we'll be able to get our tarp up and pull on out of here. We'll have to use low because we're on quite a bank here right now, and we've got a dirty old load on the back. She's heavy sloppy stuff right now. We'll come back, we'll clean up this small stuff, this brush, but right now we did a bunch of grubbing. All right, see if we can pull out of here. Oh yeah. Gotta love the low gear for situations just like this. Now we're ready to roll. Before it's dark, it's starting to get too late. That was compliance right there. I got a feeling that he actually lives back on the road that we're working on. Because yesterday, at around the same time, I met him on the road, the actual road that I'm working on. But yeah, one more load would clean up. One more load would clean up the stuff alongside the road. So that's what I'm going for right now. This load is a light one, all brush. Seeing the sun. Haven't seen the sun hardly at all this month. It has rained all of January. It is beautiful out right now. Should be a few more turns in this road, eh? Right up here on the left. It's one of the best looking trucks around. I love the looks of it. It's like beautiful lift, nice wheels, just a clean look right there.